How to cold message like a pro on LinkedIn. It's probably one of the most common questions, topics, and subjects that we get when it comes to this platform. And actually, thinking about it from my own personal use, even today, checking my inbox, I've had 6 or 7 people spam me, trying to sell me something that I'm just quite frankly not interested in. Now, this is something that I want to try and help you avoid doing and actually enable you to start getting some responses back in the messages, because heck, I know you've probably got something which is really, really valuable if you can just get the other person to listen. And inside of this video, I'm going to be taking you through 5 different things that you can do that are going to enable you to start getting some responses back. And number 1 is back to the way that I started this video, and it's not to spam message. It is the thing that infuriates everybody, and that's one thing that pushes everybody away. Now, when it comes to the objective of messaging, when it comes to what it is that I personally want from every message that I send, I'm not looking to sell somebody something. What I'm looking to do is just get a response. Now, this has algorithm benefits, which I'll explain in another video, but it also enables us to start having a conversation. The likelihood of somebody having the problem that I solve as a business owner at the point of which I message them is like 1 in 100,000. It's just not going to happen. So me trying to go in for the kill, playing the numbers game, is just going to push me 10 steps backwards when I'm trying to take 1 step forwards. So rather than trying to spam somebody and get them straight into your database, look to just try and get a response. And actually the tips that I'm going to give you moving on from this one are going to add even more detail to that. Step number 2 is to use voice notes. Now, one of the things that I realized just from my own behavior was that every single time I got a voice note, the thing that I defaulted to was wanting to press play and wanting to find out what that person said to me. Now, bearing in mind, I get hundreds of messages every single week. One of the things that, again, I took from that was that if I'm acting that way and I'm getting this amount of traffic, what are the people that aren't getting this many messages going to do? Voice noting is the way to get instant attention and also stand out from the crowd. It's so, so powerful. And if you can get the right message, the right words said when it comes to voice noting, you're going to stand out way above all the other nonsense that's filling these people's inboxes up. That leads us nicely on to tip number 3, and that is to provide value. Probably the most overused term of any YouTuber talking about social media, but I really mean this. Whether it's me providing links to my YouTube videos, whether it's me providing links to free things that I provide, whether it's my 100 content ideas guide, whether it is this video potentially, right? What I'm doing is creating marketing assets, which I can then send out in my messaging to showcase how good I am at what I do. Like when it comes to generating opportunity on this platform, there's 2 things that you've got to look for. Visibility, so gaining the attention, and number 2 is credibility, showcasing that you're worthy of attention. So when it comes to you trying to stand out when it comes to messaging, actually have something that you can give away. The moment you start to give is the moment things will automatically start to come back to you. Provide value and stand out from all of the other nonsense that's in that inbox. Tip number 4 is genius. It's one of my most favorite things to do, and it increased our response rates by over 23%. And that is something so simple as going to that person's profile before you send them the message, finding their latest piece of content and dropping a comment on it, a meaningful comment that's actually going to make them remember your name. So when you slide into the direct messages with a value-giving, powerful voice note or message, they're then going to remember the fact that you went out your way to leave that comment. And because they know your name, they're then going to be more willing to then open your message and converse with you. Engage before you send the message and watch how your response rates start to increase. And tip number 5 is probably the one that we've all just lost the ability to do. And that is be human on this platform. I cannot tell you the amount of automation there is, the amount of bots that there are. And actually, as humans, we're starting to act more like robots than we've ever done before. We've lost the ability to be able to talk online. In fact, actually, we probably never had it in the first place. So take a moment. And before you send a message, ask yourself, would you respond to that yourself? If you wouldn't, how could you make it more human so that person looks at it and wants to respond? When it comes to social media, it's about standing out from all the other noise. It's about doing things slightly differently. This is not that difficult. There are so many people out there doing it badly. And in the next video, just here, you'll start to see some of the biggest mistakes that people make. And I really, really do encourage you to go and give that a watch. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.